Hi, welcome to You Odin Retro. My name is Vincent. Welcome to another video. Today I have an unboxing of the Moment photo case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and I'll do a direct comparison to the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 case, also from Moment, which I had. Still have, to be fair, which is still right here, Matt. So straight on the offset, I have, you can obviously straight away see that they changed the packaging to make it more environmentally friendly. It is completely cardboard, whereas the Note 8 case, the box for it, used a clear material, which is probably recyclable to be fair, but with the whole thing about plastics these days, you want to try and go as friendly as possible, basically. So a little bit of plastic in your packaging is usually acceptable because they can obviously shred things down, and eventually it does get recycled in of a very small percentage of corruption, basically within recycling, shall I say. But at least the less you have of it, the better. So straight away you can see it's plastic with a cardboard sleeve, cardboard tray. And now they've switched out the sleeve for an entire black, still very professional looking basic sleeve for it. There's a slight difference on this one, so they've changed the layout of the diagram at the back. It still has the camera strap attachment. This time, instead of saying slim profile all around protection, they've gone just for slim profile, and still has textured material grip, lens interface for the Moment lenses. What they've put in as a U thing these days, however, is the U shock absorbing inner geometry for advanced drop protection. Now that's interesting because what was inside, I dropped my Note 8 and it did not protect the case. Well, the case did not protect the phone enough to that the inside of the phone itself was destroyed, and I had to eventually get it replaced, which is why I have Note 9 now, and this is the whole reason why I have to buy another case. So without further ado, let's get this opened. There is a little bit of plastic tape on the bottom, top and the bottom. So if we very carefully get this cut open using the trusty scissors that I have, let's just, and then if we cut the bottom as well, it's probably easy to just snip it through. There you go. And then the whole tray slides out. And this time I went, instead of the canvas, which is what I have here, which helped the look really well, I've gone for the walnut, which actually does feel really good as well. Now inside you still have Let's Get Lost, again same as was the old Note 8 case had. You get another piece of scenery, this time shot on the camera collab. I'm not quite sure what that is, but shot on a Moment, probably the wide angle lens, probably not the super wide, but I'm not too sure to be fair. It's a little thing, same instructional things on the bottom. Now looking at the case straight away, the inside they've used a lot of the air cushion technology is what I say. That's prevalent in a lot of other cases. So that when it gets inside, there's a cushion of air before it even reaches the phone itself. So basically, a lot of knocks will get absorbed into the outer. The impact is not directly transferred through, which is what happened on this one. I dropped it literally on here, and it transferred somehow up the phone or into the phone straight through the rubber. Whereas I presume on this one, it would spread it out, I presume. It does feel somewhat stiffer. I mean, this is canvas and this is wood, so I would expect it to be stiffer in the first place. And it's the reinforced area at the bottom. Same on the bottom of here. You can see the fusing lines actually, interestingly enough, for where this canvas stuck on. It does look like they've improved the top and bottom slightly. I mean, there's a slight ridge. This one definitely looks wider or more sloped, progressively more gentle. On the bottom, it was open. That possibly accounted for some of the damage that could have occurred on the bottom of the phone, especially when I dropped it. It didn't have as much basically control of the actual damage because of the way I dropped it. This part was essentially the least stiff part of the phone, so it wasn't able to spread the shock into the side. And on the bottom, it just spread up and straight into the phone itself. Whereas on here, you can see they've introduced a bottom plate, which does seem really good. Same very stiff edges as before. And then look at the back. That is a beautiful case. You can see this screen protector might not necessarily fit to this one because I do have it installed. If I put this on, I have a feeling it's going to rip the screen protector. I can see it bulging slightly already on the screen protector. I have to be very careful with this and how I install it, basically that means. So I slot it through the top and then stick it into the bottom. Doesn't look like that's a good idea. I'm getting a lot of flex. Oh, let's just try it. Oh, it is, but it's pinching on the screen protector. I am going to probably get this moved a little bit. I'm thinking it's not how I would normally have it. It's right on the bare bones. There's a possibility I'm going to have to use a slightly smaller screen protector, I think. But looking at this, it does touch really well. You can see all the cutouts are pretty much perfect. You can still touch, well, you could cut this open a bit further actually, but you can still touch the health part of the actual sensors here for fingerprint, not fingerprint, your pulse, blood pressure, that kind of thing. It touches the whole thing quite well. The wood feels really nice actually. You're getting that sort of tactile, subtle grip. The bottom, all the cutouts do seem to be there. It's definitely a lot more stiffer on the bottom because obviously you have to string lanyards on the bottom of the phone as well. The headphone port is slightly more recessed than I would normally like it, which is kind of annoying. But most it's cut out fairly wide enough that most headphones should fit reasonably easily, I hope. You can get the S Pen. Yep, that's fairly easy. Everything does feel really nice and clicky. But the screen protector issue, I'm going to have to look at this. It might be, I can just reposition this one ever so slightly. It does seem ever so slightly tight though. It is pinching ever so slightly on the case. So I do need to have a look at this to make sure I see if I can get it to fit properly. Maybe reposition it with a different screen protector. But all in all, as you can see, it seems like they've taken feedback they received from the Note 8 and they've definitely improved it because it's not the same case. It's actually a little more squared off actually. This one's very rounded. It was very sleek. Made it seem, you know, still somewhat solid but a fairly good case. This one they've squared it off. It feels more angular. Definitely you can still feel the ridge on the edge a lot more on this one with the screen protector. It doesn't seem to wrap as much as the other cases that I've had. But with that squared off feeling, you do seem to get more tactile grip, which is a good trade-off. Something to look at. So I'll definitely look at the screen protectors for this and then see where we go from there. But all in all, this is the Moment Note 9 case, and yeah, it's a really nice case. I think if I didn't already have the Samsung case already, this would definitely be a good daily driver. I need to look at the screen protectors for this. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in another video.